Alright. Shema, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. Shema, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. Shema, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. Alright, Shalom, Akyam. Hey, I'm Zahad Spirit, we in Judah. And I would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashemi, Hawashai, Bahashara, HaKodash. Want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, and today I want to go into a topic basically entitled Great Death is Coming, man. Mass death is coming, all right? Because if you're measuring the times and judging the times according to the scriptures, then you can pretty much assess that we're in a time of judgment, man. All right? Mass death is coming, man. All right? It's the 2nd Ezra 5 and hold it right second. All right, 2nd Ezra 5 and 1. You can get in, brother.
I can switch for you.
Okay, the water. And it's the brother Elder Kazak.
Shalom.
Yep. So, like I said, the topic is on mass death is coming, man. And there was a you go into the account of as we were talking about earlier of Nat Turner. Before he had those great rebellions, he had a vision that he saw blood on the leaves. That was a sign of fucking warfare, man. Even the guy, like, don't get me wrong, but I think it was Geronimo. If it wasn't Geronimo, he basically had a vision that he was basically overtaking the Edomites, man. But before there was a great transition of power, before there was a great onslaught, the Most High always sends omens. He does it through the moons, different solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. He does it through the behavior of animals, but he also does it through visions and dreams. Now, brothers are having visions, brothers' ribs, the women are having visions. Our brothers are seeing omens and signs. Our brothers are seeing vultures everywhere. For the first time, I'm seeing buzzards and vultures, but I'm not seeing any carcasses. So that's an omen.
Yep.
I'm seeing dead cicadas, all right, in my path, all right? So those are omens that great death is coming, man. That means it's going to be great death in the community, so-called communities and environments around you, man, all right? So, Babakashah, you can get the scripture you're about to get, and then after that, we can get 2nd Ezra 5 and 1.
All right, this is Acts chapter 2 and verse 16. But this is that which is spoken by the prophet Joel, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh.
Yep.
And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
So what does that mean? All right, your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, which we are prophesying. But it says your daughter should prophesy, because the Most High give you a woman a vision, and then she'll prophesy that vision to you, man. All right, and a lot of times our women are having dreams of, in their minds, it's the end of the world. But we know through the scriptures that it's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right? You know, it's a great pandemonium on the planet Earth. People are running out of their fucking minds. There's great death, there's famine, there's a lack of food. And brothers are having visions and dreams that the Most High is putting them in little safe havens. All right?
And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
Your young men should see visions, man. And not only are we seeing visions and having dreams, the Most High is showing us omens. All right, the elder brought it to my attention, and the things we hear bring to my attention, I see it that same day. Like I saw that same sign that day, but I didn't give it a lot of thought until the elder called me, man. You know? So, hey, the times that we in right now, you can't reverse it, man. All right? Be prepared for great judgment on the planet Earth. That's why the Habashah Shah said in so many words that I would not withhold my judgment no more, man. Because he has a slingshot effect, man. He's been withholding his judgment so long, and now he's about to finally let go, man. All right?
All right, I got the definition for the word omen. Now, it says a phenomenon supposed to portend good or evil.
And in this case, it's to portend evil. It's foretelling evil, man. Seeing buzzards everywhere, but there's no carcass they're feeding on. All right, that's an omen. All right, that means that death is all around. All right?
A prophetic sign.
Yep.
Prognostication, portent, and they give an example, birds of ill omen.
Wow. Birds of ill omen. So a vulture is a bird of an ill omen. And Babakasha, after you read that, can you look up the what, like the sign of a vulture? All right.
Now it says a phenomenon or occurrence regarded as a sign of future happiness or disaster.
And in this case, it's future disaster, man. And we know it through the spirit that it's because of the mindset of man on the planet Earth. It's for the punishment of the wicked, or for the punishment of Esau, Edom, and the punishment of our people for taking on the nature of Edom. All right. But brothers have been seeing signs, man. Hey, Most High speak to the elect in symbols and visions and dreams. He speaks to us in secret, man. All right.
Now it says vulture symbolism and meaning. The vulture symbolism is linked to death, rebirth, equalizing.
Hey, that's heavy right there. So the vulture, because brothers have, I would speak for myself. On my way home, I see a flock of buzzards or vultures, but they don't feed on corpse anymore. Like, what's the problem? All right, but that's a sign of great death in an environment that you live in. But then it says what now?
It said it's linked to death, rebirth, equalizing.
Hey, well, it said rebirth, and basically that means a reset. All right, it's about to be a reset, but that reset is going to happen through great death. Then it said equalizer. Now they had a movie with Denzel Washington called The Equalizer. And what was the equalizer? He'll balance things out. He'll basically pay men their judgment. He was a judge, man. He was equalizing, man. He was creating that. Now what is that? A balance.
Balance, yeah.
Now what's the symbol for balance, man, or judging? It's that balance sign,
scales.
man. Those scales. So this is the Most High creating. He's equalized. He's playing an equalizer on the planet Earth through something called judgment, man. All right, and now he's giving his men omens and their wives omens and visions and dreams, man. All right.
Perception.
Yep.
Trust. Seriousness,
man. Great fucking death is coming to this planet Earth, man. All right, so we got to make sure we're wired in tight, man.
Resourcefulness, intelligence, cleanliness, and protection.
Now we know through the spirit, it's the first definition, man.
Yeah,
Death, reset, equilibrium, man, or equalizer. Cause that's equalizing the Most High's balancing the scales, man. Mm-hmm. You know, if you can get 2nd Ezra 5:1, Babakasha. Hey, man, it's finna be great. You can feel it, man. You can feel it, especially a brother have a dream. Then you start getting into the dream in this video. You're like, damn. You can see his vision in your mind. All right.
Like the whole vibration of the earth has changed.
Yeah,
like
man.
Everything's different now.
And this is the quiet before the storm. You know, you got all you need is a great pandemic that actually kills people and a damn food shortage, and it's over with, man. All right.
They saying they basically coming out with another variant that's gonna be vaccine resistant.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So what was the point of getting vaccinated? You know, going back to the Georgia Guidestone.
Yep.
Death.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the
tokens are signs. Yep. Going back to signs. I didn't mean to cut you off. But tokens are signs.
Yeah.
All right. These are the signs. Those prophecies are signs that the Lord is coming back. These things is happening right now. These are tokens, markers of how far Yahweh Shema Shai is away from us or how near he is away from us. All right?
The days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Different variants hitting the planet Earth. Food shortage. All right, it's going to get into it. All right?
That's mass death.
Hey, that's a pandemic and a food shortage? And this is the most gun-possessed country ever? It's over with, man. It's gonna be pandemonium, man. You know? It's gonna be a fucking pandemonium, man. Hey, all this first world bullshit is finna end, man. All these first world privileges. You know, you could get up and start jogging. By the time you get home, your tea is done boiling. Go make you a smoothie. You flip over your laptop. Start your day. Go play with your little sorry ass mutts. All right, those first world privileges, it's done with, man.
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead.
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
Yo, hey, because it's going to be a famine of the word, man. The thing that you took for granted every day when you walk past the prophets. All right, now you're going to be feeding for that, man. Because you're going to know that we said things pertaining to what you're going to be going through in those days, man. All right?
And the land shall be barren of faith.
Hey, you know what that means? People are gonna be in survival mode. It's gonna be a dog eat dog world real soon on this land, man. All right.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
It's gonna be buck wild. You could get 2nd Ezra 16 and 20. Start 22nd chapter. I'm sorry, 22nd verse. 22 through 24.
You want to know?
Come on.
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
So you might read this with naked eyes and figure a famine. It's America. This is what he's talking about, something else. No, a food shortage. Then they already paying farmers to start producing food. Or they're already paying farmers and truck drivers and people, like they had a video clip of people that was carrying the milk from the cows to drain it. The government is already paying them to drain the resources.
A lot of these truckers going on strike. So
Yep. That's a famine.
yeah.
If the food is not in the store, then you're experiencing a famine. And you were born and raised being Esau, so-called white man, weaponized convenience. Because most of us don't know how to grow food. Most of us don't know how to, take from the earth and utilize the earth for our survival.
Right.
Because we were born and raised in the metropolitan area.
Yep. On the grid.
On the grid. So Esau has 100% control of the grid. So the food doesn't come into the store, people are gonna go crazy, man. And keep in mind about the children. There ain't gonna be no fucking food stamps, no stimulus money. There ain't gonna be no child support. The dollar collapse. If there's a food shortage, then a loaf of bread might be $40 for a loaf, $50 for a loaf, man. All right? Then can you start back from the top about the shop?
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine,
Yep.
and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Now, millions of people are not going to all of a sudden pull out their swords like it's Sparta. The sword represents a weapon. And the modern day sword is a pistol. It's a gun, man. So if you don't die from starvation, you're going to die from getting your dome knocked off, man. It's going to be anarchy, man. Police going to be looking out for their family. Nobody's going to be answering the 911 call, man.
They can barely answer now.
They can barely answer it now. That's right, man. And we starting to see it pick up now. Like, the police don't really pick up, or they'll take forever to get to your house. People running red lights. Why are people running red lights? Because they already know, man, police ain't gonna do shit. When the citizens know shit, the police ain't gonna do shit. And that's already the slippery slope effect of mayhem.
It's a land with no king.
A land with no king, man. All right?
And the dead shall be cast out as dung.
The dead should be cast out as dung. No time for funerals, man. And if there's a pandemic, an actual deadly pandemic, then there's just gonna be burning bodies upon heaps. Dead should be cast out as dung. They have dung piles and dung hills. That means it's gonna be corpse. It's gonna be hills made out of corpse, man. They be cast in the ditches and just burn them, man. You gotta burn them to disinfect them.
Yeah, they was doing that in China.
Yep.
Yep. When the pandemic got too bad over there,
Yeah. Wow.
burning the bodies.
Wow. So it's but going back when we first woke up to the knowledge, because the elders had been talking about the Georgia Guidestone, and people have been filming. People have been using their smartphones to film like hundreds of thousands of caskets. Like, what the hell are all these hundreds of thousands of caskets for, man?
And they still got them.
They still got them. Now we know, man. Now we know for sure. And in the end, it's manifest. That's an omen. That's an omen, man.
And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
So you can't go to church. There's a lot of nigger lights when they try to seek the Most High when they start catching hell. That's why I said in the affliction shall they seek me early. But the most depthful part about this is you're not going to have a place of comfort or solace to run to, man. All right?
Man, that's the point. Unless you want me to keep reading.
No, that's good. You can get Amos 3 and 6. Hey man, it's gonna be mass death on the planet Earth, man. Mass death. All right, just go and get used to, you getting text messaging and voicemails that family members died and then make it out whatever happened, it's gonna happen, man. Hey, but when it comes to the ark, it's only an elect amount of people are just gonna be in this spiritual ark, man. Hey, worry about yourself, man. All right?
Amos chapter 3, verse 6. shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
And what's that trumpet, man? That warning siren, like a tornado siren, all right? Because in the ancient world, we heard that trumpet. That meant the enemy was coming. That meant evil was coming. So now, and when there's some type of national attack on American soil, you think you're not gonna hear those sounds? You just get used to hearing those sounds, man. It's finna get deadly, man. It's finna get deadly. And there's so many, like the brothers, the elders be breaking down algorithms, man. There's so many negative ripple effect when something happens. Like if you don't have water in the city, that's a negative ripple effect to everything. If a sewage problem, now you can't drink. Not only can you not drink water, and that's gonna cause violence or uproar. Now you can't bathe. Now you have hygiene issues. Hygiene issues gonna cause some more what? Infections. I think this one avenue that can trickle, cause a great negative ripple effect, man.
Yeah, more chaos because people gonna be fighting for the water.
Yep.
You know, people gonna lose it.
Yep.
Yeah, quick yourself.
Huh.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 19. My bowels, I am pained in my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war.
Yep, and that's a feeling, man, that you, even when brothers tell you their visions, or your woman might have a dream, it puts you in a certain spirit, like, man, this is real. You know? So, hey, all we can do is just plug into our source, man. Plug into Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. All right, because when these prophets were in a trance, and when they were basically seeing these visions, they got bugged out in their spirit, and these were strong-minded men. So how much more now when we're actually gonna be here, man? The Most High gonna have a certain spirit on us to endure this, man. All right, because even if you're safe, all right, it's gonna be hell all around you, man. All right.
All right, back in Amos 3 and 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
So the things that's happening, including the pandemic, all right, including the famine that's about to come, where it tells you a man's going is like Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So the elites, they're controlled on the left-hand side by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, that's why the Most High, they had a discussion in the spirit world concerning King Ahab. He said, who would be a lying spirit, man? Showing that the Most High did the same thing with the elites. Who would be a lying spirit for the elites to have them think that they're going to establish a new world order, man? So he was leading them all up until this point, man. All right?
Just a disappointed.
Just a disappointed. And you can get your scripture. You know, I think he's getting it. Find a piece up.
Yeah, I had another one, Esdras.
Okay, we can just go ahead and close out on that. And we actually close out on Jeremiah 30.
I got you.
You know?
It's gonna be a different world, man.
Hey, brothers been seeing signs like ER.
Yeah.
ER means emergency. Brothers have been seeing sign 187. Now, when you call the police and it's a murder, it's a homicide, it says 187. All right? Brothers have been seeing visions and dreams of the times to come. Brothers have been seeing, like I said, omens of dead cicadas. It's a sign of death that's going to come near you. All right? Brothers have been seeing vultures. And that's just a bonus to what the Most High has had the elder apostles preaching for the past 50 years, man. All right?
The word was spoken first.
The word was spoken first.
And then the signs came.
Then the signs came, man. It's blood. That's why they had the song Billie Holiday and Kanye West sampled it. Blood on the leaves. Hey, that's death, man. That means it's gonna be bloodshed, man. It's gonna be bloodshed, but the prophet's gonna be good, man. All right.
Now, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death.
The elder was breaking down, man. When the trucks go on strike, it's over with. When in a new age mindset, in a modern mindset, all right, the trucks don't come to the stores. That's a famine. And then the food that comes to the store, it's a scarcity mindset.
Let's say it's like 3 days worth of food.
3 days worth of food on the shelves, man. After 3 days, it's over with, man. And Americans don't know how to act when the convenience is taken away. People from the first world, they don't know how to act when there's a scarcity of resources, man, because they've been fucking spoiled. And all Americans are selfish beasts, man. They don't give a fuck about the person in front of them or behind them. All they give a fuck is they family eat, you know? And you're gonna see it, man, all right?
and the powers shall stand in fears.
Yup, the kings, the governors, because they're not going to control the people, man. All right?
The beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
The evil's like hard times, man. It's going to be hard times because you're no more going to have to not care about, like, when you could literally say, look, I go to the grocery store next week. You can literally say right now, next Friday, I'm going to do my grocery shopping. That's comfort, man. That's complacency. And they use convenience as a weapon. You can literally say right now, I think I'm going to go on a fast. Or I'm going to go jogging. But now you might be like, well, if I go jogging, that's a calorie. I mean, soon you're going to be like, if I go jogging, that's a calorie deficient. Shit, you're going to have to worry about losing weight in the time to come, man.
So you're going to need all the energy you can get.
You're going to need all the energy you can get, man. And the people that's going to be most affected by this is women, man. You've been living 100,000% off convenience of the matrix, man. Your mindset comes from being pampered in the damn matrix. But when the elites unplug you from the matrix, it's over with. And that's going to be done by unplugging you from the grid. He's going to shut the computer down. You know? We're going to close it out with unless you have 30. Yep.
Nah, I'll put that on. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
What is they talking about? They made 5 movies called The Purge, but that's going to be rated G compared to what's about to happen with the 12 tribes, man. Because really, the elites are targeting the 12 tribes to make us obsolete for the New World Order, man. That's why they said things like, we must help the vulnerable population. Now, when has this nigga ever gave a fuck about the 12? And they said the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans.
Yep, every time.
I'm like, that's how you know who the Israelites are, man. We must help the vulnerable population. Like, are you that dumb to believe that shit?
The scripture say his eyes are privily set against the poor.
Yeah, privily set towards the poor, man. That's the nature of a serpent. But he's perfectly normal with all these damn abortion clinics. He's perfectly normal with cigarettes being sold in your convenience stores, all this processed food.
The worst restaurants, the worst grocery stores.
Concentrated in they cause the underlying ailments that'll make you die quicker from a damn pandemic. He's perfectly normal with that, but with this damn pandemic, there's a 99% recovery rate. Now he wants to help you. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know?
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yep, and that he is the elect, the remnant of Jacob, man. Because doesn't it say that in the next verse?
Yeah, basically. Well, I'll read the next verse.
Okay.
For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Okay, I was thinking of another verse, but it was basically going into the remnant of Jacob should be delivered out of it, something to that effect. But basically the point was made, man. All right? In the time of Jacob's trouble, the elect are going to be reserved, man. Because actually, the more this society goes to shit, all right, the most I going to put a joyful spirit on us, man. It's going to be like we're happy, like we're celebrating, man. All right? And it's not like that. We're going to actually be happy and celebrating. But I'm going to draw this lesson to a closing. Let's share the closing precept.
Yeah. Just to land back what you said.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. But it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped at the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the heavenly Father, the Holy One of Israel in truth.
Yep.
The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return.
So this is the purging process. The Most High is finna trim his nation. He's finna trim the fat off his nation. And what's the fat? The 2/3 of our people. He's gonna do it through something called the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, because that's basically him trimming the fat off his people, man. All right, so the elect can be delivered, man. But you had any closing statements?
That's it, bro.
Hey, well, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we would like to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakudash.
Number underscore our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone rule well. Peace and blessing house, David the elect, a Baba Ball.
Bible ball.
Come Yashala.
Come Yashra.
Shalom.
Shalom.